We're here at the Rolex Enshrinement Weekend at the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Nick McCarville alongside Andy Roddick. Andy, we're just kicking off the weekend, but how does it feel so far? You got some butterflies?
Nothing but butterflies. I wish I had some normal moments of calm. It's insane though to kind of walk through these halls, and I mean the people that are in the Hall of Fame, just walking through these were superheroes to me and still are. It's weird how like the 8 or 9-year-old version of super fandom all of a sudden 10 years later, 12 years later manifests itself in your reality a little bit. And I don't know that I'll ever be able to kind of make that connection between the two different places.
We're going to get to that 8 or 9-year-old fandom in just a second, but this is your exhibit, obviously launched this year. It's going to be up for a year. And just tell me about you seeing this. I think you saw it just for the first time a few minutes ago.
I did, and it's pretty great. And obviously, you know, the ode to the '92 Davis Cup team was a huge inspiration for me. I was a kid at that match against Switzerland in Dallas, and I knew that I had given the SB and the Davis Cup, which is just so special to me. One of the Wimbledon finalist trophies. I didn't know that there was. My mom gave this little book that I guess I had written when I was in 2nd grade, and like anything I did at that point, it was about tennis. And it says that Boris Becker can serve a tennis ball over 20 miles an hour.
20 miles.
20 miles an hour. So that was a big feat, and I proclaimed that I too was going to be able to serve a ball over 20 miles an hour someday. So mission accomplished.
And you did.
Yeah, I did barely.
I love that your mom dredged that up. I guess what was your reaction actually seeing that?
It was funny. I started laughing, and she was really happy about it. You know, I made off air. I made the comment to you that I was never in danger of being a novelist, and I think your response was
or an artist.
Or an artist. So I thanked you for that. Yeah. So basically, what we're saying is it's a good thing I made it in tennis. Otherwise, it was going to be downhill sledding.
Well, obviously 2003 U.S. Open champion, world #1, but I was surprised to see at the top of this exhibit that your biggest or most memorable tennis moment was before your career in '92 when you went to that Davis Cup tie in Dallas. It obviously made a big impression on you.
Well, I don't think a U.S. Open title or a Wimbledon final happens without those moments of inspiration when you're young. And going to this Davis Cup tie just blew my mind. I mean, with our local tennis club, my family was there. I'm like, okay, we get to absolutely just yell and scream and be ridiculous for the people that we idolize. And I think that's the best Davis Cup team that's ever existed. I mean, you have, you know, Andre, Mac, Pete, and Jim, and John McEnroe and Pete Sampras didn't play singles.
As double specialists.
So, I mean, it's just like, how does that happen? And so to be a kid, I think I was 9, and see that and experience 3 days of that was, it just blew my mind.
Yeah. Now, obviously in here too, your 2007 Davis Cup itself. Talk me through that. I mean, obviously a special moment for you guys in Portland, and it was something I think that you had chased for a large part of your career. Yeah,
it was different. I mean, the U.S. Open was amazing, and you know that was I'd gone there as a kid, and there was such a history there, but it happened pretty quickly for me.
Yeah.
You know, the things that I remember the most, I think, are the things that were a progression towards it. I remember, you know, the '09 Wimbledon final and the kind of the work that it took to get back to that stage, and the Davis Cup. And we were in with a shot for probably 5 or 6 years before we actually did it. You know, you need a little bit of luck. You need the right home ties, the right away ties. So to go, I think I was 6-0 that year, and be in Portland and actually deliver it, and kind of have that look backwards to where you were in 1992. It was a huge moment. Created lifelong friendships. You know, Marty I knew from juniors, James I knew from pros, Bob and Mike I knew since I was 8 or 9 years old. You know, so for us to kind of finally get that moment and deliver was huge.
So how do you reflect on all of this as far as you've got your ESPY award, your 2004 Wimbledon runner-up trophy? I mean, do the memories flood back for you, or how do you look back now at your career?
It's just funny. I know it wasn't that long ago, but my life is so different now. Now it's like changing diapers and like watching Paw Patrol. So, you know, to kind of look back at this and these special moments is amazing. You know, we have a lot of family and friends here that made time and came up and wanted a ticket, and so to kind of be able to share this with them is probably the best part for me of the weekend. You know, a lot of them were there for a lot of these special moments, and so kind of reflect, we were sitting in our hotel courtyard, and it was Larry and Doug and Karen Piner and Claudia Meyerson, and all these people that were so special to me during my career, and we were just kicking back, having a couple beers, and just talking about old stories, and it was just great.
Yeah. Did he recognize Dad up here at all?
He didn't recognize Dad with hair. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think Hank has. He has no idea that I played tennis. He enjoys like seeing tennis ball, and he thinks I'm really good at tennis because I can hit it against the wall, like in our living room with a little foam ball. He thinks that's mastering tennis.
Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations,
Thank you.
obviously, and we wish you the best weekend.
All right. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks.